Hello everybody, I have more puzzles for you to try to solve. We have 5 new ones queued up for you. You know the drill. For each one of these, take them seriously, pause the video, try to think about the puzzles and find the solutions, and in the end, let me know down below how many you get correct out of 5. This is coming from the book Chess Calculation Training Middlegame. We are still on the chapter that talks about bad coordination and punishing your opponent's bad coordination. You already see the first exercise on the screen, so let's not waste any more time and jump straight into this one. So white to play here. Pause the video and take some time to think about what you would play here with the white pieces. So the move here is d5, and the idea is really deep. The point is now the rook has more accessibility along the 4th rank. Specifically, this f4 square allows for some really pretty tactical ideas. If the pawn is captured, then after rook f4, the king moves. There's a nice sacrifice here, rook to f6. This is the key tactic you had to see, where essentially we are ruining the coordination between the black pieces and making this nice tactic here in the end very, very possible. Now, if instead, as we back up, they play a different move, there is one tricky idea here. They can go h4, and they're trying to trick us, because after rook to f4 and the king comes to g5, if we take the bishop, well, that's not so powerful. They can now go h3, we move, and they have this check, so that when they capture back, there is no longer this tactic. We are still winning here after d takes on c6, and as it turns out, these pawns are just way too powerful, but you should not allow this, and instead, after the move h4, you should just give the check, but then not take the bishop and just take the pawn immediately, and we're much better. Moving on to exercise number 2, you can see it in front of you right now. It is white to play. Pause the video and try to take some time to think about the solution. This is an interesting situation where both players have a very weak back rank, and that makes for a lot of really cool and interesting tactical ideas. The win here is queen to d3, utilizing both of the back rank issues as I mentioned. The point is, after rook takes queen, we have rook to a8 check, a very nice back rank mate will follow. And similarly, after queen to d3, well, their queen is attacked, and if they take our rook, well, they also have a back rank issue, and if they simply move their queen to safety, they also have a back rank issue. So as it turns out, the battery that we have on the d-file towards their back rank is far more powerful because their pieces are not coordinated, they're not working together to attack our back rank, and that makes all the difference. In exercise number 3, it is white to play. Once again, pause the video and take some time to think about this one. The solution here begins with the move d6 check. We are attacking the queen, we are attacking the king. The only move they have here is queen to f7, but here you bring out a beautiful tactic. Just when black thinks that they're safe, you pull out knight to f6 check, bam. This is crazy here because after pawn takes on f6, the bishop is now opened, and bishop to d5 will seal the deal. The queen will be lost here. By the way, just conceptually, to find these moves, you just think about this logically. The queen and king, you identify that they're on the same diagonal. You identify, hey, I have a light square bishop. If I can get that bishop to d5 or c4 or e6, that's going to be winning. And then your mind begins thinking naturally of these ideas of knight f6 check and bishop d5. In puzzle number 4, it is white to play. In this position, how can you punish the bad coordination that black has? Pause the video and take some time to think about this one. The solution here is queen to f3, sliding the queen over where it now serves multiple purposes. First of all, the bishop on c6 is a huge target now, and also the back rank is another one. This is attacking on multiple fronts, making it basically impossible to defend. As an example, bishop takes on e4, and we simply can give this very pretty back rank checkmate. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, this is puzzle 5, black to play. Pause the video and give this one a shot. What do you play here? This is a really interesting one. The move is actually rook to e1. And the point is that if the knight takes, well, then there's checkmate. That's pretty clear to see. But what happens after king takes? Well, some of you might have thought of this fork, but as it turns out, this is simply not enough. Maybe we have a very small advantage, but it's definitely nothing too significant. What you have to play instead is bishop takes f2 here, using this attack on the queen and winning the opponent's queen. And this is really where you have to just make a couple of observations. You have control over the e-file, you see that the queens are staring down each other through the bishop, and you connect the dots and find these really pretty ideas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you did enjoy as well this chapter. I thought it was really interesting. There were a ton of really cool exercises from this chapter. Hopefully you guys agree as well. Make sure you guys subscribe because we're now moving on to the next chapter. We have a ton more exercises as we get through this book. Like this video if you learned something new from it as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.